Hi everybody, it's Jana here. Um, we've been in touch already by email and getting some information from you and so on. So thank you very much everybody for this. It's been very helpful. Um, Today it's to give you some information and some tips before you arrive to Leger, and also some better explanation, maybe what to expect from your ski season. Also, if you're on your phones, please put it on your full screen. Like this, you can see everything better. The text could be quite small otherwise. So what we are trying to achieve today, it's to know more about the company, our chalets, the products and the services. Knowing about the work destination, organizing your travel, looking after yourself as a seasoner, and understanding the importance of how everything will go and to have a great season. So we have organized already a WhatsApp group. So if you have any questions today, just send us a message on a WhatsApp group, because you and some others may have exactly the same questions. So like this, everybody can see the answers, and this WhatsApp group can be used between now and obviously when you arrive, and if needed, we'll see during the season as well. And obviously we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible on this. After, if there's anything else you want to send it by email, as usual, please feel free to do so. So just a quick summary what to expect from this little video session. So it will be about the intro, about the company, your preparation, and then your seasoner's life. I will pass now on to Rafael, who will go more in detail. Here you go.
Hello everybody, I'm Raf, so as you may know, I'm Jana's husband. Thank you very much, Jana, for the first part. I'm going to chat you through the company, the history, so all about M&T, who's doing what in the company. We are going to chat about our ethos, what we are here for. We'll explain you a bit the product and where are you going to work, which is probably your main question. Regarding M&T, so we are mainly at the beginning a catered chalet company. That's probably what you have been told and what you are hired for. So we started in 2010. At the beginning was only Jana and I. We were 2 chalets, 2 staff, 2 of us basically. So it was a great time when we were young. Then we increase progressively to get more and more chalet. We only always been in Leger, which is where I'm born, where we live all year round and where we love to be. Then we started some outside catering. So at the beginning, it was called Chalet Kitchen in 2013. Some of you may have stayed in some chalet where we brought our food over. After COVID, we replaced it in 2020 by Tartif. So we'll chat later exactly what it is, but that's another activity. We decided to do more and more also self-catered chalet, which is becoming more and more fashion with time. So at the beginning only in the summer, and now we have half between catered and self-catered. So that's some chalet also you will be working in, mainly to clean. And finally, we got joined by some team members which are very valued in our earth. So you will see them. So there is Belinda, Ashley, Zoe. So that's all the team which is working all year round with us in Leger. Here we are. So we are now going to chat about the different brands we are working for. So M&T, as I spoke, is the catered chalet company, the self-catered chalet. So it's mainly a catered and self-catered rental chalet company, an agency only based in Leger, and we are open all year around. Then there is ski gathering. So ski gathering, it's same product, it's only catered, but it's really designed for solo skiers. So it's lots of people who are going to meet up and join to spend a good week of holiday in Léger in the same chalet, so they will ski together and things like this. You will have lots of info. You can go on the website. So it's in different resorts, and we are only running the Léger branch. And finally, it spoke briefly earlier on, it's Tartif. So Tartif, it's mainly a vending machine which is selling tartiflette. So you only the kitchen and driver team will be involved. So basically, we'll just make some tartiflette, put them in a jar, and they are available for people to buy around. We are also going, you will see, first week we arrive, we are doing a Christmas market in Léger, and this Christmas market, Tartif will sell tartiflette takeaway and things like this. So you will see straight about tartiflette. You might even see straight about tartiflette on the first night if I'm in a good mood to make you an amazing tartiflette for when you arrive. Quickly now, who's doing what? So I'm mainly going to speak about the team which is already all year round in Léger. So when you will arrive, you will recognize us and you will know who to ask your question. So you have Siniana, which is mainly doing recruitment, as you have spoke to her quite a lot, lots of team administration, paperwork, and you have probably feel already her in terms of paperwork. And then she's also doing all the catered reservations, so the guests who are booking with us, so all up to the point they are staying with us. Then there is me. So I'm doing lots of also more the administration and finance part, and my main activity is to cook, and that's what I'm trained for normally. I'm also dealing with all the supply, like to get everything delivered, all the food, all the cleaning product, and all of this, to get this all organized for you. Then we have Belinda. You have spoke to her at the interview, quite a lot of you. So she is our catered chalet manager, and she is also the team manager. So it's mainly to her you are going to speak to when you will have any difficulty, any issue, and you will chat to her a lot during the training and during everything. Then we have Ash. So Ash is the self-catered chalet manager, and she is doing the guest organization of holiday up to from the point they have booked up to the point they arrive. She's dealing a lot with summer also for us, and she's also dealing with the website, so she's coordinating with our web designer. And finally, Zoe, not the least. She is doing with all the maintenance, dealing with the chalet owner, dealing with all of this in the chalet. And she's also dealing, because she is with me the only other French of the company. She loves to deal with our French customer also. So regarding to our company Eto, what we are trying to achieve, what we are here for, we love to offer fantastic service. We don't offer good service, we offer exceptional service. So we want to give top level service at the right price and only what the guests need. We are not here to do extreme luxury, we are not here, we just want amazing value for money for the guest. As I spoke already, but having a good quality product, as we are able to do. We want a team to be friendly, warm, and welcoming for the guest. We want the guest to feel like at home. You will see a relation with guest is very, very important on this level. We want you to love your job, and also that your job is profitable for you in the future. You will see it's an amazing experience you will have in Léger. So that's a very, very important part for us, is that you feel that you get the most out of your season. And one last thing, and not the least, as I said already, it's making Léger eco-sustainable destination. So I'm working a lot on our company, but also around our company to get the move that everything get more eco-friendly. As we love our mountain, we love our snow, hopefully we love a lot. So we want this to stay forever. Quick eco part, as I love to speak about eco. We have done a list, so that's part of our eco label labelization. So we have done a list of all the axes where we want to get things eco in the company. Okay, you won't have to learn anything like this, but it's just to get you an introduction about what we want to achieve. So we want reduction of the consumption, reduction of the waste, reduction of the food waste. We want always, and you will hear a lot about this, to prioritize local product, to prioritize seasonal product in our menu and things like this, prioritize quality product a lot. We want to educate our supplier. We want you to feel part of our eco project. And this is one of the reasons you have been picked for working with us, because we have felt in you some part and some instinct for this. I'm just not going to read you our beautiful environmental policy, but just to let you know we have one. We have one as it's part of the company Eto, and that's what we want to apply every day when we are working. Look, it's mainly based, so we have the thing I really want to emphasize is we want to preserve our exceptional environment. We want Léger to become a sustainable destination, as I spoke about it. And we have, since we started, improved our production system and the quality of the service. So we want you to follow and to be part of this move, and that would be exceptional. We'll chat more during the training about this. Okay, quick jump now on making Léger an eco-sustainable destination. So we got our eco label validated and audited in March 2022. So that's some EU inspector. It's a big label. It's not greenwashing. It's certified by European Union. So we got this labeled in 2022, and then we got another audit last winter to confirm and to validate. So it's all going well, and we are also improving. For example, we got a new solar panel last summer, 1 year ago, installed on the top of Alpine Lodge and things like this. We have a waste recycling program, so you will see it's all going to be all ready for you. How you are going to be involved? So basically, the main thing we are going to ask you is being aware, being passionate, like always. Everything is obvious, basically. The sorting the rubbish, it's something obvious, for example, but you need to do it properly. Like you need to be involved. You need to feel it's important. We will ask you to follow all the procedures. That's the main part of your job, making sure you do what you have been told. If we tell you you need to weigh the bin, you will need to weigh the bin. You will have a weighing scale. You will have a system in place, and you will just need to follow what you have been told. And this will make everything working well. Next part is we will also ask the guest to follow the procedure. For example, closing the door, turning off the light, closing the lid of the hot tub. All this will be your job to make sure the guests do it. And also having an eco behavior at work, but also off work. I'm sure this is your normal day of life, so that's all great. Here we are. So that's it for the company Eto. We are now going to move on our product and services. So product and services, as I spoke, there is 3 big products. We have the service, So we have our catered product. So our catered product, that's probably what you are the most common and used to. We have staff in the chalet, so you will be around 3 main jobs of a host in the chalet. It will be cooking, cleaning, and chatting and being good with guests. Okay, so in terms of cooking, you are going to cook breakfast every day. You are going to cook afternoon tea every day. Don't worry when I say you are going to cook. You are going to be well helped to cook. You are mainly going to prep and finalize everything. You will have the 2 or 3 course dinner 5 nights per week. The guests get unlimited wine and beer. There is also a budget catered holiday, which will be a simpler version of this. We'll chat all about this later. We have the self-catered product. So the self-catered, it's where there is no team. They just hire the accommodation and stay and look after themselves. There is accommodation which is supplied obviously in certain chalet, we'll chat later. The linen is supplied, the bed are made, we do end of stay cleaning for them, but this all we will chat a bit later. The third part which apply to both catered and self-catered guests, it's our concierge service. So this, it's mainly going to be Belinda and you, the host, who are going to help Belinda when she need. So this, Belinda is going to organize ski, snowboarding lesson, airport transfer, lift pass, ski hire. Basically anything the guest want, we are going to help him and organizing for him. Next part will be where you will work. So this I'm going to leave Yana because that's her who knows more the chalet, where you will be. So she is going to introduce the accommodation and all of this. So I'm going to leave her.
Hi, thank you very much, Rafael, for all of this. So just to go over a little bit where you'll be working this winter. So we have our central kitchen where the chefs will be working and some of the hosts as well to help the chef. We would have also our storehouse. So there it's the handyman will be around, and actually it's very same area where the kitchen is, so it will be both there. And then we will have our catered chalets. We have, as some of you have seen already on our website, we have 3 catered chalets. I'm not going to go into detail how many they all sleep and so on. But yeah, Alpine Lodge, Alpine Loft, they are both in the center of Leger. And then Le Suite des Alpes is a little bit like 10-minute walk from Leger, but it has a lovely pool, which you will, I'm sure, you will see. Then we have our self-catered chalets. So we have 3 chalets, 4, and they are in 3 locations, I would like to say, because they're all beside each other in center of Leger. And the Nechitel, Port du Soleil, and Chalet and Department de Piste. Some weeks in January, they also come to budget catered, what Rafael quickly mentioned earlier. And obviously we'll go into detail more once you're in resort, what that exactly means. Then we have our self-catered chalets, which will stay self-catered. So we have Novla, Laukad, and some apartments middle of Leger as well. Now we all finished, or we spoke a little bit all about our chalets, the services we offer and so on. So we're gonna move on to our next part, which is your preparation before you arrive to Leger. So I will leave this with Belinda. She will go through with you what to put in your luggage. So over to Belinda.
Thanks for that lovely introduction, Raf, and good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you all again. I'm sure you're all very experienced and capable at packing bags. So basically, I'm just going to give you some of the Leger famous granny handy hints to help you know what you need to pack to bring with you. And the slides, I'll leave you to read for yourselves. You can go back and have a look at them once we finish and have a look at anything that you need to. And if you have any questions after this and looking at the slides, you can either put it in the WhatsApp group or you can message me directly and I can answer any questions that you have. So to start off with, work items. So trousers, we need, I would suggest minimum of 2 pairs of smart black trousers, no leggings please, no holes please, and these need to be full length. We also have a no shoe policy. Try saying that quite quickly. A no shoe policy in the chalets. So we suggest that you bring either trainers or sneakers, no slippers please. Black if you have them, it's not obligatory. Don't go and buy yourself a new pair, especially just something that's smart and serviceable is absolutely fine. You leave these in the chalet and you use them all the time inside and you don't take them outside at all. Your phone needs to be a smartphone. I'm sure all of us these days have smartphones, even Granny. So your phone needs to be a smartphone that we have WhatsApp and Coost and various other applications that we use during the season for communication between ourselves. Moving on to ski gear. I'm sure you've all got your own ski gear already. You've all had ski holidays. If there's anything you're not sure about, again, drop me a message and we can chat about it. I would suggest that you bring plenty of layers to do with this. I suggest that your sunglasses are mountain sunglasses, which is category 3 or 4, because the sun in the mountains is a lot stronger than what you're actually used to. So make sure you have a really good pair of sunglasses. Your ski gear, you're more than welcome to bring your own boots, board, skis, etc. If you don't have them, these will be provided for you as part of your package when you arrive in Leger. If you are thinking that because you're doing a season, you might want to buy some of your own boots, Granny's handy hint is to buy those in resort, because you may pay a little bit more money for them, but you will have the expert knowledge of the guys who live here all year round. They've been doing it for years, and if you have any problems during the season, you can just pop back to the shop. They'll sort everything out for you, and it's a much better way than if you buy them in the UK and you're stuck with them. So that's Granny's handy hint there. And the other Granny handy hint for the girls and the boys, if you want to, is that personally I wear men's underwear. Sounds a bit strange, but if you get the cotton trunks, the ones that come further down your legs, they keep you really warm, because they keep your kidneys warm, they keep your bottom warm, and the tops of your legs, because they come further down your legs. So if you want how to keep warm on the ski slope handy hint, that's it. And hopefully no one's going to see them, so you should be safe. Personal items of clothing, walking boots or something similar, like a higher boot with a good grip on it, that would be advisable. Moon boots, whilst they may look great, really aren't very serviceable and pretty useless in the snow. You will be receiving an M&T beanie hat when you get here, but any other extra items like that, scarves, gloves, a good winter coat, waterproof or otherwise, is advisable. And I would also suggest a little mini umbrella, because sometimes it does rain, unfortunately, and it's also very good in the snow. Another granny handy hint is knee socks. Love a pair of knee socks. Much better than ankle socks, because they obviously come up to your knee and they stop the cold draft, making your legs cold and therefore you cold. So another granny handy hint for you there. Sun protection cream, I would suggest a mountain brand, for example Pisbuin, do a very good mountain range, and it's a much better protection factor than your normal sun cream, because it's manufactured specifically for the mountains. And on the same note, lip balm, make sure your lip balm, bring plenty, has an SPF factor in it as well. All of these things, you can get anything you need delivered to you. Jana will go through how you get things delivered to you in the mountains whilst you're here later on. But things like toiletries, ski gear, anything like that, you can get delivered. Order online, obviously, and get delivered into you. I would suggest anything you need as per the random items slide. I would suggest you bring anything with you medically that you need, any form of prescriptions, any form of contact lens solution, anything like that that you may struggle to get in France, because the brands, whilst you can get generic contact lens solution, for example, you may have a specific one that you prefer to use and you can't buy it in France. So anything like that, I would advise you to bring a full supply with you for the season. The other granny handy hint is bring yourself a multi-plug like this, because for two reasons. One, you can fit obviously lots of things in one socket. You only need to bring one adapter plug with you, and it means you'll only be using one socket in the room, which means that your roommate can be using the other socket that will be in the room. Also on medication and things to bring with you, ibuprofen and paracetamol is very expensive in the mountains, so I would definitely suggest you go and bring yourself some from the local Superdrug or Boots or whatever, because it's about 49 pence a packet rather than £5 a packet, which is what it is in France. Also, health-wise, Echinacea drops, 1000 milligram vitamin C. Again, 2 items that I think are obligatory during a season. They're great for your immune system. You get them from Boots, 3 for 2 on offer, and they're really good for keeping your immune system healthy and strong. And at any point in time you think you've got a cold, get coming on, take some of that, you'll be absolutely fine. So that really is it from me. Like I say, if you have any questions at all, either pop the message in the WhatsApp group, or you can message me direct, and we can run through anything else that you may or may not require to bring with you. Don't worry if it's a daft question, ask away, that's what we're here for. Okay, and I'll pass you over to Jana now, who is going to go through the uniform with you. Okay, thanks a lot, bye.
Thank you very much, Belinda, for all of this. So I'm gonna go more in detail now about the uniform. So I've been asking from you all your sizes, so thank you very much. So like this, we have everything ready for you when you arrive. So when we pick you up from the airport, you will come to the office straight, and we'll give you your little package of with uniforms, beddings, and so on. So you would be ready for your first day of training. For the chefs or chef, there would be we will provide the kitchen jacket, trousers, shoes, and a hat. As I may have mentioned already on the email, you can take a little like a layer underneath, because it is slightly cold in some of the areas in the kitchen. So it's definitely good to have a under layer under your uniform. Regarding to the drivers, so handyman driver, so you will have a polo jacket, you will have some beanie, outshell layer, and also it's good to bring some outdoor shoes, which is easy to take off because you might be in and out of the chalets to check things, and that would be great. And then the hosts, so you will have polos, jacket and a beanie. Trousers, Belinda spoke about it already, so that would be great if you can have what she was asking for. And then indoor shoes the same. So again, if you want some stage to have wear a layer underneath under the polos, like you can see the polos are all black, so under layer to be black as well. So that's great to keep in your mind. If you do miss something that you have forgotten to put in your luggage, like, don't worry about it. There are shops in Leger. However, they are slightly expensive. And there is a limited choice. So it's not a problem. Like Belinda said earlier, like if you're looking to buy some ski gear or something like this, like they are good in resort, because you can try things out, that they can fix things for you if needed. But just to bear in mind the price tag on it. After, what you can do also is you can order things. So already, actually, before you come out, if you want to send some out, things would be possible. So I will do is I will put the address on the WhatsApp group. So like this, you know where to send to. And this is also during the season, because as things being delivered, you need to be there to receive them, and more likely there will be always somebody in the office. So it's handy to send it to the office, and then we'll put it we'll put the message out to say your parcel has arrived, and you can just pop in and pick up the parcel from the office. Also, if needed, there is a second-hand shop. There's one in Morzine, so that's the next village to Leger. They have different things you may look for. Also, I know they are coming to Leger actually the first weekend, so that's the 14th, 15th of December. So you can already look around if there's something you may need or have forgotten to put in your luggage. So that's I think all about the uniform, and obviously Belinda went through what to put into the luggage. So I will pass you now on to Rafael, who will actually go into more detail where we are based. Just it's not that maybe clear for everybody, and what to expect when you're in Léger.
Okay, thank you, Jana. We are going to jump to a new part of my favorite training this year. It's a bit of geography. I felt the last few years that all our team were a bit lost in terms of geography. I don't know if it's a British school issue or what it is, but just wanted to let you know exactly where we are so you don't get lost when you arrive, and you have a rough idea of where we are in the world. So here we are. So first time is a big map, so you can see where is London, you can see France, you can see Paris, and the white dot is where we are ourselves. So we are near Geneva, where you are going to fly. We'll chat later. If we jump closer, so you can see here we have Geneva, it's the red dots. We have the white dots, which is still us. We have the Mont Blanc, which is near Chamonix and things like this. So we are really part of the northern Alp part. We are just near Switzerland. You can see the grey arrow is the grey line on the right of the white dot. That's the Swiss border. You will be able to go skiing in Switzerland, actually. This you will see later. Just also what you expect. So that's the drive from Geneva. So it is a bit more than 1 hour. We will pick you up from Geneva airport, and we are going to drive up straight to Léger. So that's where we are. Quick info also about the town, the fact in Léger. So few things to keep in mind. It is very, very small. It's a tiny, small village where everything can be done by foot. So we are 1,300 people living all year round, but it can go up to 20,000 in high season. Lots of people are coming between the busy week. We'll chat later. There is 40 shops, only 5 open all year round. 40 restaurants, only 4 open all year round. Everything is walking distance. It's quite easy to get to Morzine, which is 10 kilometers away, but there is not much more in Morzine than there is in Léger. After, it's not easy to get out of the ski resort. Like to go to town. For example, we have team member who said, I would like to go to Chamonix, I would like to go to Annecy, which are the nearest big town. It is not very well, it's very hard to get there, basically, with public transport. A few notes about our chalet. So all the earth are our chalet, very, very close from each other. Everything is really, really walking distance. That's what a message I want. There is also in resort public transport, but everything is walking distance. From the further to the nearest chalet, it's a max 10-15 minute walk, basically. We have the ski area, so that's quite interesting also. So that's the old Porte du Soleil. So the old Porte du Soleil is a red big line. So that's including Switzerland, including Châtel and all of this. So this is a special lift pass. We have the local area, which is the green area. So the green area, most of our guests will take, and where you will mainly ski will be on the green area. It's already very big. It's already 120 kilometers of slope. It's already 55 lift even. You are going to get the yellow circle lift pass. So that's the same as the local, but it includes Avoria, which is a big fun resort, which is also, it's not easy to get there by skis because you need to cross Morzine, but there is a bit more fun happening in Avoria for young lads, so you will have good time over there. One thing, you may go skiing in Avoria on your day off because it's very, very hard to go only for half a day in Avoria from Léger. So that's it for my geography part. I'm going to leave Jana, who is going to chat to you about your accommodation.
Thank you very much, Raf. So we're just going to go through now a little bit more information about your future accommodation for this winter. As Rafael mentioned, the village is not very big, but we do have 2 locations where there's 3 staff accommodations. You will find out once you arrive more in detail, but just to let you know, there are accommodations we are actually renting also out in the summer and off season to clients, so they are pretty nice and comfortable accommodations. So, and I don't know if anybody knows a little bit about more how much things can cost, but in ski resort, like there's accommodations, it could cost like 3,000 euros per bed per season, just for your information, like this, that you would be aware. Also, obviously, as we have mentioned by emails and maybe on the talk with Belinda on the interviews, there will be 2 people per room, so you will be sharing, and obviously same gender in the same bedroom. After we have kind of allocate you at the moment in the areas, in the bedrooms and stuff like that, but once everybody is here and people are happy, then there's no problem on our side to change around. However, everybody needs to be happy and so on, so just to be aware of this. On the accommodation part as well, just to mention that the Wi-Fi is not always guaranteed. There are some accommodations it's better, some there's none, so just that you're aware, because I know quite a lot of you are using internet either to communicate with other people by video calls or to watch movies and things like this, that you would be aware of this. So from previous years, so members from outside of EU, so being UK or this year also from Australia and so on, they have organized a French SIM card. As we have experienced from last couple of years, let's say being from UK, that UK not being in EU anymore, it's actually quite expensive. If you go over your limits and stuff like this, so or unless you can extend your limit, but some people have said as well, when extending your limit it's quite expensive, so they prefer to take a French SIM card rather than using their UK one. And some phones have areas where you can put double SIM, so that's even more helpful. So what I can do is I can send you some websites and where you can have a look, and if that's something you're interested in, you can organize that pre-arrival to have a French SIM. The websites would be like Le French Mobile or Brixitel. So, but again, I can put this on the WhatsApp group if you like, with the address, like I was saying, for the posting your items. For the accommodations as well, I'm not going to go into detail, but we would expect as well the same care you would take regarding to the echo, like what Rafael mentioned earlier. So regarding to turning lights off and so on, which for some people is logic, but some people need to be reminded. So what's happening between now and before your arrival? So we will have another session, like I have mentioned actually on the email already, where we have a more talk, which is the Saturday the 7th of December. So hopefully you have noted this already and it's all on your calendars. For the pickups from the airport, you will get the email the week up to your arrival. Most of us are arriving in the airport, a couple as well are arriving in the train station. So again, I will be in touch all and in detail to organize all this. It would be good to know, maybe, if possible, how big or how many luggages you have, so it's just that we can get organized to make sure we have enough space in the boot to pick you up. on your arrival day, so we will be in the airport to meet you, or some of you in the train station, and we'll also, if there's a couple of you arriving on the same date, there might be a little wait in the airport because we'll group everybody together and come all to Leger together. Also on your arrival, once we arrive in Leger, we will pass by the office straight away, and we'll give you the uniforms, your bedding, and like this we'll bring you to the accommodation afterwards with your belongings, and you can get settled in. We'll let you know as well at that stage where to meet or where to be next day for your first day of the training. And obviously, if you have any questions at that stage when we're around, you can ask away. So that's it from me. I'm gonna pass you on to Raphael again, and I will see you all very, very shortly in the airport train station in Leger. So look really, really forward to meeting you all in person. And over to you, Raphael.
Perfect. So we have spoke about the company. We have spoke about getting you ready. I just wanted to jump on my favorite part now, which is your seasonal life, basically. And you will see it's some kind of job you have never done before. So I just wanted to introduce you everything to know and everything you need to know to have a good time together. So first thing is the season timeline. So we have divided. I just wanted you to get the right expectation about what's going to happen during the season. So you will arrive around mid-December, and then we will have a week and a bit of training up to the 21st. Then it will be Christmas, New Year. So that will be the first guest. It will be very busy because we have lots big activity and you are still going to learn the job, so that will be the busiest time of the season. We will have then January where we'll have a bit more time, you will know the job, so it will get easier. Then February will be again a bit busier, lots of people in resort and things like this. Then we'll have March, April. So March, April, we will know the job, it will be much easier. And then we will have the last week, which will always be the exciting week, with packing up and cleaning. Just for your expectation, what will be your life and what are recommendation for each of those weeks? So at the beginning, for the first training week, regarding to your life, it will be, you will meet lots of new people, it will be lots of opening party. The resort is quite exciting because there is no tourist, it's only seasoner and stuff like this. Our recommendation is, it is probably the most important time of the season. Up to New Year week that will come after, you will have lots of things to learn, lots of things to get. It will take lots of your brain and lots of your time. So you need your brain to be here, you need the time to be here, and you need the rest. That's the main thing, okay? Regarding Christmas and New Year, it will probably be also the first time you will be working on Christmas Day. Don't expect to be off on Christmas Day, or you are very, very lucky. But the guests will get fed on Christmas Day, so you will be working on Christmas Day. The resort will be very, very busy. It's not the best time to ski. It's rarely very, very good snow. It's very, very busy. So my recommendation is keep your energy, basically. It is a bit the turning point of the season. We always say that when we have passed New Year, we know who's going to finish the season and who's going to not make it, basically. That's where we see the difference between what I call the monster and the seasoner. The seasoner lasts till April. The monster normally finishes season around the 5th to the 10th of January because he have burned his wing too early, basically. So really take this in your mind, that it's lots of things to learn, a new job, so you can't be everywhere during the first week. Then January becomes a good time of the seasoner, basically. So the slopes are empty, the snow is amazing. It's time to ski, and it's time to ski a lot. We'll probably have a bit more day off because everybody knows what he is doing. So it will be extremely enjoyable. Then we move to February. I think you could start to get a bit more fed up of skiing because you have skied a lot when the conditions were amazing. It is warm, it is sunny, the slopes are very, very busy. The chalet will be very populated, lots of children, you need to be ready for this. It's a lovely time for non-skiing activity. As the slopes are busy, you want to go for a walk, you want to have a good time. Obviously, you can still ski, but it will be difficult with the resort being extremely busy. Regarding to March and April, you will definitely have enough of skiing at this time. We'll try to organize maybe a bit of day out of resort, we will see. It is technically my favorite time of the year. It's when the snow is perfect for me anyway. It's warm, you can go skiing in the morning, big lunch, and that's all of what we love about skiing. And finally, the last week will be all extremely happy to finish. It will be long time of cleaning. So that's all our timeline. Yeah, you will see the season seems to be short, seems to be long at the end. When we start, it feels a long time to go. When we finish, it feels it's only starting a few days ago. So it's an exciting time, but always most important part is looking after yourself, okay? It's very, very important. You won't be able to spend the whole winter just on work, ski, and go out. You will need sleep, okay? Rest is the most important part. You can't live without your 7-8 hours of sleeping a day. It's a big risk also for the people who will be driving. Okay, we're just going to jump on how to be with each other. It's one very big thing to keep in mind is we are all coming from different backgrounds. We behave differently, we act differently, even if we think we are all the same. Me as a French, probably you have already felt it. I'm very, very direct and I'm not very, very good to soften the angle when I speak, which is not always going very well with British who like things to be a bit cheesy, basically. So I'm doing my best not to be the bad French, but you need also to accept that as you are speaking to a French and we have a different culture, it could be, it's not because I'm not telling you every day that everything is good, that everything is not good actually. Okay, so this is one of the things. It's an example basically. It's not only this, but maybe we'll chat to Australian who won't have different, who we might be closer from the French, closer from the British in certain aspect. Anyway, we need to accept, and this is part of opening ourselves to different culture and everything. A quick other thing also is the resort is very, very small, basically. So you will always see the same people. It's easy to make friends because everybody is a bit in the same direction, but it's also easy to get fed up of everybody and to get cabin fever, to get grumpy at each other, okay? Also, need to think that everybody sees the world from his own eyes. So everybody think he is the most competent, everybody think he is working the hardest and things like this. So we need to accept that our life is not always the hardest life. It's everybody have inconvenience and advantage. Some will be better at something, some will be better at other things. So we need to help each other and to work as a team. Make the effort, we always say, make the effort to chat to colleagues the same way as you would be chatting to guests. This is something I'm going to the chalet and sometimes I realize how nice it can be when I'm chatting to guests. So I try to apply it when I'm chatting to you also. It's not always easy, but I always keep this at the back of my head to make the effort. One other important thing, we need to be part of the group, okay? We can't always be a side of the group. It's important. If people go out, it's good to go out sometime with everybody. We can't always say no, but we don't need also to be best friend with everybody. That's where the biggest failure appears is if the first week we decide we are the best friend ever, and after 2 weeks, actually, you realize that in normal life we would never have been friends. We have pushed you to be friends together. We need to realize that actually we are colleagues. And this is very, very hard to make the difference between colleague and friend. So be part of the group, but you don't always need to go to everything. Okay? Quick jump now on accommodation again. Okay? This is lots of issues are coming from accommodation. Lots of issue of tension between you are coming from accommodation. You need to accept that some people like it very clean, as well as some people could be very messy. Okay, so everybody need to make an effort. I strongly advise you to do a cleaning rota at the beginning of the season in your accommodation. Okay. Everyone will be working at different time on different day in the same accommodation. You won't all be off on Tuesday. So we need to accept no party in the accommodation, and also nobody out of the company going to the accommodation. That's not negotiable. And the accommodation is still, as you are living with colleagues, it's still a bit the same as your work environment. You need to think it the same way. If the guests like to have something looking nice and clean when they arrive, some of your team members, even some of them will be the same. Okay, they want everything. So what are our solutions to avoid? Yeah, really cleaning of the staff accommodation have been a huge part of argument between the team. Final one, we're just going to chat. We spoke a bit about cabin fever and things like this. I just want you to chat to you about what is leisure life. It is quite funny. Probably most of you have never been living in a holiday resort. A holiday resort, it's a big place with lots of people, but it's also a very small place. Actually, if you go to a bar, it will always be the same people in the same bar. I'm not speaking about the tourist, I'm speaking about the local. When you will go to a restaurant, it will always be the same waiter in this restaurant. Everybody know each other, like the local know each other. Everybody know what's going on. We want you also to know what's going on. When there is an event, we want you to know about the event, you want you to go to the event, and all of this will let you know actually all of what's happening in leisure and things like this. There is one thing about local. Locals would realize very quickly who you are and who you work with. So basically, it's very, very easy to annoy people and to be in bad books, and then you will see your life is not nice when you are in the bad books. Everybody chat to each other and things like this. So we really want you, it's very, very important to feel that the impression you are giving in the village is very, very important. We would like you to wear your jacket in town. We would like you to be proud of working with us. We need also the local to feel we exist. We want the local to feel we are a good company, so that's where your behavior is also important. We would like you, they will recognize you. You might get free beer, you might get free ski lesson, you might get, and all of this, it's all very, very important. So the image, and it is a very, very small village, so we need to always be aware of all of this, of how important it is, the good image we give to everybody. I think that's it. I think that's it about seasonal life. As a conclusion, it's something very, very different from anything you have done before for the one who never have done a season. So it will be a big experience. It will be a very, very good life experience. And I really, really hope we'll do our best anyway to help you in this, that it will be amazing for you. That's it for today. It was a real pleasure to explain you all this. I really, really hope it was going to be helpful. As Yana said, in the WhatsApp group. If you have any question, we will try to answer those questions. If you have much bigger question, we can chat to you. You can chat with Belinda, and really looking forward to see you arriving in town in now 2 weeks. So that's it. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye bye.